I'm trying a different method of going live here, and I'm not sure this is going to work with this setup. A little bit of the camera is cut off here. So my phone on live videos uses a a camera that I don't like. Okay, anyways. Well, that's slightly disappointing. I think that works though. Okay. So this is a completely random live video, obviously. In last week's live video on Wednesday, I did these resin dominoes and I promised to not demold them until next Wednesday. Well, I am too impatient. I know it's not Wednesday, Annabelle. I am too impatient. I actually cheated and I demolded one already. I did wait on the rest, even though I was so impatient. But I actually am so excited to make more. So I want to demold them. So I figured I would at least do it on a live like I promised. Yeah. And then next week, on Wednesday, I'll demold the next set that I'm going to make today. I'm just very impatient. So anyways, this mold is fantastic. These dominoes peel right out. So look how stinking cool that is. Hey, Billy. Oh, no. The only reason I think it would come out tacky is if your resin wasn't mixed fully. So now I have definitely played dominoes before. Oh, no. Apparently I didn't turn my volume down. Oh, my God. Sorry about that. I have definitely played dominoes before, but it's been a long time and I'm definitely not like totally hip on the rules. But I feel like this is not enough to play dominoes with just one of these. So I have to see how many, if anybody knows, let me know. I have to see how many dominoes are normally in a set, basically. So I think these ones that are more half and half are the ones that I first poured. And then the rest kind of came out a little more like this, but that's okay. I like it. Yeah, because I'm going to need another set. Now this, you can probably tell, especially with that glitter, that you can't really see. Well, this side has no dots and this side has 5. So it's 5 and 0 there. But that's why you paint it. Two sets of double 12 is great to play. Okay, great. Good to know. So I guess that's what I was kind of thinking. If I make 2 of these per color scheme, right, then that should work out fine. My brother-in-law plays dominoes all the time, so I want to make him a set. So I'm going to start those today. And those I'm going to do black and gold primarily. So I'll go ahead and I'll paint one of these. Let me see. And I was trying to think, like, because this is pretty light and this is darker, but I think white we'll use. I've seen people use rhinestones. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think that would be, especially with these, too much bling. I wanted to show you guys also, I haven't finished the keychains yet, but I did demold a couple of those. One for Johnny, one for Sierra, and then M for MMG or Marcy. So I'm definitely going to do a giveaway with these. Yeah, I think white will show up really well. So I figured let's go ahead and we'll try at least one of these. So let me just grab some white paint real quick. Go through so much white. I have to find some. There we go. Okay. All right, and then get a little brush. I'm thinking even the back of the brush might work. Yeah, I love these too. So I'm not going to pull out any of this stuff. I'll just go ahead and fill them up with my next bit of resin. And then we'll do a giveaway. What is chicken foot? Is that a domino thing? Okay. hopefully this brush is good enough. Good thing is this is resin, so even if I do mess up the acrylic, I will be able to wash it off and redo it. Yeah, I think the white will show up great on this. All right, there's the line. And then I think I'm just going to use the back of the brush for the dots. Okay, living and learning. I may need a thinner acrylic paint here. Let's see. This is all experimentation. I haven't done any of these yet, so okay. Well, good news though is that this is like the perfect size to fit in there. Oh, Mexican Train I have played. That I have played. Never heard of Chicken Foot. Yeah, I think though, since I'm gonna start making more of these, man, I'm gonna learn. All right, and just wipe off any excess. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in a little bit better with the edge of my brush. Okay. So boom. That's basically how that'll go. Doesn't that look awesome, you guys? I think that is so cool. I'll go ahead and I'll paint one more. Let's see. Let's do, this is 1 and 6. Concentration. Yeah, I'll peel a few more of the letters out too. And then those letters, once I finish them as keychains, will all be giveaways. So I'll probably give away some of them on my live on Wednesday, because why not? Yeah, this brush does fit in pretty well. I was actually worried this was going to be a lot more difficult to get it in there, but the circles are actually quite deep, so it's actually pretty easy. And then once again, because it's resin, it's pretty easy to, if you do mess up a little bit, just kind of wipe it off. But I think that's great. So here we have 2 of them. Awesome. Okay, let's peel a few more of these letters out. And I know I go a little fast with the demolding because I'm so excited, but it's also pretty relaxing. Let's go ahead. We're going to do the A for Annabeth. And it's always interesting to see how the molds do. So this mold is great too. So we got an A. Let's do an R for Renee. There we go. C for Kathy. There we go. Sandy, I already pulled out an S. Who else we got here? I already pulled out the M. Oh, let's do a D. So cool. So I mentioned in the video, if you guys didn't see that live video, go ahead and watch it. But I mentioned that the glitter tends to sink. So you'll probably see on this side, it's not super glittery. And then on this side, it's really, really, really glittery. So you got to kind of learn how your materials will work so that you know and you're not surprised and it's like, oh my gosh, way too glittery, you know, way more glittery than I thought. Oh no. Right? Where's the G? Oh, we're getting there. Let's get there. Okay. B, G for Jerry. It's got some small parts in there. I like this. I like this font too. Okay. It can be so relaxing to just sit here and peel these out all day. And then if you want, you can peel off all the little pieces on the sides and just, you know, anyways. Why not? Yeah, so like I said, if you didn't see the stream where I made these, it was last Wednesday. So you can go to my videos. It's still there, of course. You can watch it. And then next Wednesday, I'll have a new set of dominoes to demold. Jody said, I bought a resin set to seal my paintings with. Haven't tried it yet, though. Don't have any molds since I was going to use it as a sealant. Now, here's what I recommend. Even if you are just planning on sealing your paintings with resin, you're always going to have a little bit left over, okay? So I always have molds on hand. So even after this project, I have had some left over. Let me grab. And if you watched the live video, I did some coasters. Let me figure out where I set them, because they are here somewhere, and they are awesome. Hold on. Now these I haven't demolded yet, and I'm not going to demold them yet because I need to put a little bit more resin in. But this is the leftover resin from this. So I always have some molds on hand because you're going to have some left over, even if just a little bit. You can get one of those cool pyramid molds, and you can just put layer by layer by layer until, like, it can take you a year to fill it maybe, but eventually you'll have a super cool pyramid. Blue and Random, what do you do for resin? I've been wanting to do stuff like that, but I don't know where to start. Okay, well, I do have a video called Resin for Beginners, and it shows you how to mix resin and everything like that. I love Stone Coat Countertops Art Coat. It has a long work time, 0 VOCs, which is the harmful fumes, and it has UV protection, so it's really awesome. And then you can get all kinds of mica powders, glitters, and everything to go in here. So in here I have 2 different kinds of glitters, actually, and then a resin dye. I get most of my colorants from Stone Coat Countertops, but I get my glitters usually from Just For You Online UK. It's another company. And then I just get different stuff from different companies. All right, the number 1 is done. Someone wanted me to do number 1. Yeah, and this is so easy. Like, if you've never done resin before, super duper duper easy. You just have to be kind of careful to not overfill them. I did this with the art coat. Yeah. So the art coat, it says that you're not supposed to go more than 1/8 of an inch thick. That's what the company recommends. But me being a rebel, learned a long time ago that you can generally quite easily get away with a deeper depth. I mean, these are easily 1/2 inch thick and no problem whatsoever. These are hard as a rock. They're not bendable. So when I do coasters like this, I will generally do 2 different layers, just because they're not supposed to be poured that deep. And this is also, I think, about 1/2 inch thick. But for the dominoes, I was like, let's go for it. Let's try it and see what happens. And it worked out just fine. You know, so you got to get to learn your products. And of course, follow the company's recommendations. But sometimes you can go a little outside the box and do it your own way. And if you know what you're doing more or less, it should work. All right, so there's all our super awesome glittery pieces. Now, if you want to see me make the next set of dominoes, I'm actually going to be going live in just a few minutes on Amazon, on my Amazon page. If you look down in the description of this video, there's a link. It says purchase the art supplies that I use on Amazon. And that's my Amazon page. I'm going to go live on there and do another set of these. Okay, guys? So hopefully I'll see some of you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your weekend.